Hello, and welcome to Trails of Cold Steel 2, Part 19. Last time, we helped out Angelica stop, all the shenanigans that were going on in Roa, and unfortunately did indeed lead to the death of Falcon. Oh well. But hey, it was a bad guy that died, so who gives a shit. And actually, they were a terrorist. I think that's 2 for 2 on why we shouldn't care. So let's not care. And, that travelling musician's over there. Yeah, they're here in Woa now. Just cause. It's important. There's an important reason as to why they're not in Kelduk, I believe. So yeah. Anyway, fun fact before I started this, I was just trying to see why there was only like one viewer for the category instead of yesterday, where there was at least a bit more on the OBS bit stated in terms of the category. So like in terms of other streams. And there were a bit that's a little bit later than this, so I won't go saying anything, but let's just say they got to a very spoilery moment. So, yeah. Anyway, anyways, let's carry on with life as it is and all that. Anyway, we're here on our stopover day. There may be a hidden side quest somewhere. I don't think there really is, because I don't think we can really get anywhere. But what does matter is, of course, all the bonding events. And heading to the general goods shop to the general store to grab Lynn. So yes, we are grabbing Lynn because hey, we already had Fifi on board. Makes sense to get her twin. Oh. Well, this reunion is certainly much more happy for us to be dealing with than with the oh no, a guy died. But anyway, which yes, I'm just gonna keep laying it on very thick that a guy actually died. This is just because Falcon don't really like doing the whole named NPC dying. Just it's usually just like unnamed NPCs may have died. We don't know. Or worse, somehow this atrocity doesn't end with any casualties. That's a spoiler for a later game that I haven't played. Yes, I'm still pissed off that I know this. Anyway, me having a deep hatred for family aside, yes, and I can actually blame my family for that. Lynn is welcome aboard the Courageous. Right, okay, now that Lynn is recruited, Hugo cannot be recruited. He is planning to do more business at this point in time. Though he is in the RF store? Yeah, that should be the one. He is in the RF store, I believe. No, he's not. He must be in the RF Farms one. Oh, yeah, there he is. He's here. You can't actually do anything else at the moment with him due to the fact that he's doing whatever it is that he's doing. I forget exactly fully, but nonetheless. Laura's in here though. You can bond with that. Anyway, leaving the place for the moment because we need to determine who we're hanging out with, aka who am I wasting 5 bonding points with at this present moment. Everyone's available because that's how the game works, except for Sharon and Celine, although we do get to know where they are. Celine is hanging by that maintenance door we used to get to the mine back in Cold Steel 1, and Sharon is of course in Wineford HQ. Naturally, of course. Of course you do that, because otherwise she wouldn't be doing a good job at servicing Alyssa, that's for sure. Take that how you want. So for record, the only other stream I noticed at the time of this stream is one that literally in the title states like, oh yeah, we're totally a third party, guys. A third faction, we're totally that, guys. Yeah, we are, definitely. And I'm just like, that is such an apt title. And here's me just being like, Trails of Cold Steel 2 Part 19. Because this is just me keeping a check on how many parts I've done, and normally this is also the title for the videos on YouTube, so I obviously have a different line of thinking. Anyway, welcome to this area. Alyssa's there, but we're not going to talk to her because we're heading in here where Alphen is. And I believe one of the shelves as well. For those of you that like to paint your motorbike, there's a magazine here that happens to be paint colour dedicated to. So we can now get the dark colouring. Just a little collectible if you're looking to get everything in this game. Oh, we're getting dialogue about doing the requests. That's... Oh, this is for the medal. Oh, wait, we've done enough quests, ladies and gentlemen, for the medal of charity. Yippee! So that means we've gotten a medal that is of the Order of the Phoenix Wings, because we're just too gosh darn nice for this world. And of course, we did have help as per usual, but that's to be expected. Oh, I saw Chiplock's tweet actually about Kaino Kaseki, whatever the fuck that's meant to be. Apparently Class 7's going to show up there to an extent, and it's like, oh. Even he's just like, oh, because of course he voices Rean, so... Anyways, actually talking to Alphen, she's having a time, she's enjoying her time being here in the library. And we can hang out with her. How lovely. But well, the begins. I'm not going to say it's a case of OCD or ADHD or anything, but but before stream I was sorting out the Gurney Bear tub I've got, and yeah, I've got a lot more orange and green than I do with yellow and red, so anyways, Rean and Alphen read books while drinking coffee. Normally I would argue that this is a muckiest thing, but I think we did enough of that back in Coastal 1 potentially, so but Alphen gets 2, yay! Oh yeah, these books are grins. I forget that fact, but oh well. The titillating tales loved by fair ladies across all the Empire. We know what books Alphans are talking about. Oh dear lord. Welcome to Erebonia. All the women love yaoi. I will go and jump off a cliff later. Of course, love between two men is so popular between women. The fact that actually can be somewhat true is a little bit concerning. But then again, I'm sure there were plenty of studies that show that men like woman on woman stuff when it comes to like fan fiction and all that. I'm not saying full on hardcore pornography, because come on now, not everything has to be dirty. But let's face it, not everything's are dirty. And of course, Dorothy is seeding the Library of the Courageous with a whole bunch of them. So, and we, of course, getting all curious, as it were, towards it. And Alfred, of course, is not going to give an answer. A realm created by and for poor-hearted maidens. Yes. Dorothy is a pure-hearted maiden, Alfred. Yeah, sure. Anyway, so, and hey, you know what? It's presumptuous to think that only women would enjoy a loving romance between two men. There are gay people that do exist, funnily enough. I will assume that there's no need to talk about any other types of gender because Erebonia is probably one of those background nations that don't actually consider the idea of what's on the other gender though. I'm not saying that to be phobic of any kind. I'm just saying that because this area does take a lot of inspirations from the more industrial era of Europe. And Alphen has learnt about Blade. Well, unfortunately for her, she wants to fight Rean, who happens to be quite a good master at the whole Blade card game. Pardon me. So, however, we do not get to play Blade against Alphen, we just watch on as they play Blade off screen. I'm sad now. Alphen is lucky that the Blade is very beginner friendly due to the fact that it is mainly just, hey, you happen to get like all the highest number cards in your hand. Yeah, if you got nothing but 1s, 2s and 3s and 4s, no, it's just how it is. And of course, Rean remisses back to a year ago when Quo gave him the Blade. Well, actually not even a year ago. Still, we're not even a year past the first game start point. You'd think that would have been a bigger time jump, but no, there can't be. As sure happens to stop that from being the case. But you know, Civil War has to end at a very specific timing because of that. But you know, all in all, Alphen just listens to Rean regale about Quo. Interesting idea trying to attribute your rivalry to Blade. I would argue try to do that with a card game that is a little bit more complex than Blade, I'd argue. But then again, if you think about it, most card games that are popular, at the end of the day, some just use bigger numbers. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! You get monsters that are in the thousands. With Pokemon, it's done differently because there's a lot of coin flips involved, and it does the double digits thing, but not really the triple or quadruple digits. And Magic the Gathering is Magic the Gathering, and we could be here all day if I regaled about all of my favourite strategies I employed to beat people up in Magic. In comparison to Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's like, yeah, I like my Crystal Beasts. Baby Carbuncle's cute. That shows that I am not good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Although I do like Ultimate Crystal Magic. It's basically just, fuck you, I get my boss monster. That's fun. But, of course, Alphen hearing this, and it's like, uh-oh. What otherwise, the guys aren't too hot about being paired up with their male friends. They don't lean that way. But how do you know that you don't lean that way, Rean? We shall force the gayness out into the open one way or the other. Some people actually do act like that when it comes to any male character in any bit of fiction ever, and I'm scared as to what they plan to do to me. Oh wait, no, I'm a real person. I'm not scared. Bring it on. As I die slowly from the poison that they've already applied to me, bashing their enjoyment. Okay, they used to be gummy bears. No! So of course our bond with Alphen strengthens. Thanks game for highlighting the link abilities. We don't get Alphen in battle at all after the Panda Ghouls, so it's kind of pointless. Oh wait, no, I have to do the epilogue stuff. No, because that's the way the actual ending is. But I forget. No. Okay, so yes, Alphen could actually be very playable. I'm just teasing around a little bit. I know. Why I do it, it's because I like to have the fun of just being stupid. Yeah, we'll go with that. Stupid. Anyways, now that we're done in the Wineford HQ, and no, I don't remember where Sharon specifically is, I don't think it really matters. Let's see, who should we hang out with next? Ooh. I know I'm pondering like, oh, this is a great mystery and all that, but like, come on, we all know where we're heading next. We're heading to the diner, like, come on, like... Toa! Oh, and Angelica. In fact, Angelica! I like her purple hair, so I'll happily go, Angelica! That sounded creepy, I apologise. But Toa! Nope, and the maid... No, not maid, the person that helps out, that is working here, has stopped here. So we get to see them and all their glorious backside, apparently. Flashing cup of tea. I love when some of these subway days means that Rean ends up drinking like 20 cups of tea and coffee combined. About 18 coffee to tea. That seems to be the ratio that occurs with these sort of things, but anyway. Angelica almost admitted to drinking alcohol at potentially not legal age, for drinking alcohol that is. No one believes her for a second about the idea of being a young innocent maiden. This is Angelica we're talking about here. But your hair's not become a mess. And then what am I doing like this? My hair's actually grown quite a bit since when I shaved it, and the fact that it's actually snapshotted in the FODs, so it's in the annals of time. So that's fun. I should maybe show like a picture of me with like super long hair, like just mid-pandemic Chris look. Like I'm a hairy guy. That's all we'll say there. Friendship. It's so nice to see. Angelica lets Toa's hair down. By God, that is long hair. And I agree with Rean here. Maybe it's just because I like long hair. Who knows? Cuteness and maturity. The best of both worlds. I agree, man, Angelica. Just don't be a perv. And Angelica is being a menace as per usual. But it does mean we get to see Toa being a terrible in more ways than one. Yippee! Why do I feel like I'm now the pervert? Anyway. These are the peaceful moments that they're fighting for. Toa talks about the fact that she would be graduating soon regardless, alongside Angelica, because they're second years. Only 2 years out of school. Whew. To be fair, I would have spent about 3... Actually, no, I would have spent 4 years at college. But that's just due to how things went for me. And if A, I didn't drop out, and B, pandemic. So, anyway, the futures for all of the for Toa, Angelica, and George seem to be quite bright because, of course, for Angelica, she's got to deal with her family and all that still. But Toa's got like a lot of offers all over the place, and so is George because they're both really good at their jobs. Whereas for Rean, who knows where he'd end up after graduating. Don't go peering over to Cold Steel 3, you fucks. Okay, I'm being facetious, yes, I know where Rean ends up after graduation, but for now, it's all a mystery. Where would Rean end up in the hypothetical future where he gets to graduate? After all, he's wearing red. He's one of those cipher slackers. They'd never graduate. They'd never go up to a different house. Never! Cipher red's the worst. Yes, I am referring to GX while Toa comes up with the right wording to just hype up Rean more. It's like, yeah. This is all wholesome dialogue. I have no need to really care too much about it because at the end of the day, it's just loneliness and Toa and Rean are great. Yes, I ship it. I indeed ship it. And Angelica's back! My little Toa, my little Toa. Oh, my phone can't handle that. If you'll excuse me, my head's just now going to play the G4 LP theme in the head for a while now. And date. Oh. I swear, anime characters. Is this anime? I swear, JRPG characters. Is this even a JRPG? Yeah, it's JRPG. Falcon's Japanese. How are animated characters somehow worse at romance than I am? And I am a fucking train wreck. But while Toa gets flustered more and more by Angelica out of, I don't know, the fun of it, Toa goes back to having her hair tied in a bow. And no, I don't think there is any hair down version of Toa you can have on the ship during actual gameplay, sadly. Now, that'd be too easy. That would be way too easy. I think it's over there. Millium actually has a quite nice bonding effect. I feel like people can explore that on their own accord because I do that every playthrough of Console 2 I ever do. I'm just thinking, how else do I actually want to do their offense? What? No, let's do Sarah's. She's doing maintenance on a orbital gun. And the idea of being in the junk shop, aka random trash. Let's go. I wonder what's going on right now. Oh, okay, that's something to look out on Tristan. Oh no, Sarah wants to beat us up. Please don't. We'll be one-on-one. Somewhere ended up being Nautier Highway. Why would you think it'd be anywhere else? Because despite all factors, I don't think Falcon would write a bonding event where Sarah attempts to shoot a load into Rean or something. I'm sorry, I'm making it. Oh god, they got me bad. No, I got me fall on the floor. I have to find that later. Fuck. Okay, well, I'm just gonna grab some now instead of green. And some yellow on it, and then some orange. I'm just throwing out the going around. Let's just have some in position instead of me having to open the tub repeatedly because I like to keep it sealed. Anyways. You've never been on a Sarah date? Oh god, no, please don't. I don't want to find the So True Bestie Pexium thing. No, please. Well, no, I have it on my phone, but saved on my phone. But I'm not fucking for it elsewhere. Obviously, no. Sarah's not about Pegween. As thrilling as that might sound. No, they're actually just gonna fight. Again, the fighting music. Of course, they're JRPG characters. Their peak is at the age of 16. Sarah's alluding to her past, which actually I don't really think they explore her past that much until this game. Actually, it's just make assumptions based off of what you can cross-reference from what she says at points. But regardless, that will all come to a head soonish, maybe in the next part. But regardless, Sarah very much tells Rean how, let's face it, you got battle for all you got because you know. Intense training occurs. That's just a draw. Yeah, so Rean didn't actually fight with all he had. So, coward. Anyway, obviously Sarah doesn't think Rean's a coward, and it's his consideration that meant that he didn't just use the power he has, even though he has control over it. Which is still dumb on Rean's end. Well, that's bonding with Sarah happened. Let's throw our weight around onto... Ooh, let's go with... you know what? Let's do a funny one. No, Laura's mine this one. She's in the RF store. Fuck, I'm dumb. Back to the RF store all along. I should have just done Laura's first. Ah, well. Anyways, to Laura. Oh, I can't get through that gap. Fiddlesticks. Let's do window shopping. Whammy! An all-ball fridge. Yes, this is where I get the whole. This is an all-ball can. This is an all-ball gummy bear. This is an all-ball for cocoa. Watch, it allows me to use volcanic rain on it. Thing. Laura doesn't know what a fridge is. Oh. Orbital vacuum cleaner. So it's like an orbital broom. There you go! So much simpler. Still saying orbital! Ah! Laura decides to press a button that she probably shouldn't press because now it makes a sound. Yay! Laura versus technology! Laura versus technology, a fun pastime for all in the gram. Orbital washing machine. Where's my orbital Wotom? Laura is an idiot and decides to touch it, and so someone needs to train this poor girl. Oh no. Well, they're gonna have to pay for the washing machine because you break it, you buy it. the guy's just like, excuse me. Thankfully they were able to repair it, and understandably I was furious, yeah. But, oh yeah, so we're friends with Alyssa Wynford. Oh fuck, we can't do shit to them then. No! Not once but twice. How about thrice? Could be worse. So Laura wouldn't be good as a housewife. Good to note. That's why she'd be useless when the apocalypse occurs and men try to rule society again. Or alternatively, she'd be ruling the post-apocalyptic society by way of giant, huge, fuck-off sword. And women get to dominate. Maybe it's nice for a bit of a role reversal sometimes. And of course, a reminder to Rean, don't soldier everything onto yourself, blah 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 blah. That as well. Oh. I've normally going to... No, that's still open the top. But no, I don't want to open the top again. we've got one more. Let's hang out with Useless. I've been using him a lot in this game, so. Shopping with Useless. Yay! Something that won't end with orbital fucking machinery getting orbital fucked in the arse. Useless is correct. Better to stockpile if you know, are in a war. Useless is now treating Rean a bit, Rean understands that the word no exists for a reason, thankfully. Just pretend Useless is tower. Okay, I'll have to shrink it down to size for starters and apply tits. Well, that's not much now, I guess, to begin with. Wow, I'm being really mean to Toa right now. But also, yeah, it's not like we didn't do this with Toa or anything. Canonically. But also, a little image of Useless as Toa. Useless is just trying to help Rean out, although it's certainly a way to go. Pardon me. I mean, at the end of the day, I do take my mind off of all the bad things that occur in life. Though usually that doesn't involve me carrying a ton of bags for a blonde pretty boy. Those aren't my words. But it is words that people have used for Useless before. The Noble Alliance marches to victory! The glorious Noble Alliance, blah 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 blah. Beat up all those damn traitors, blah 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 blah. As you play bluesly, blah 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 blah. Work it, work it, work it. Okay, well before I descend too far into a gorilla's hole, as in the band, not the animal. At the end of the day, the Alliance are certainly going with the propaganda approach, and they've been doing that for a long time at this point. Well, long time in terms of the shortness, how short the Civil War actually is in the grand scheme of things. In terms of in the universe time, not in time it takes to play the game, oh god no. It goes on for a while in that sense. I don't know, how much of this can I get done before the 2nd of February? Containing the pipeline usually ends up being like one video a day, pretty much. And it's usually from the day before. Anyways, Useless just wants Rean to be his usual self, and that is applaudable. Congratulations, Useless. You are definitely working your way up the character rankings if you happen to be playing this for the first time. So of course they put everything on the ship, and that's it. Although Useless goes back here for whatever reason. And we're done with our shenanigans here in Rean. It's nice that we're finally going to be able to leave Uwu behind. Don't worry, I'm cringing just as badly as you are for me saying it. Right, let me get some more out of the way. Owo, nya, XC, nuzzle you. If anyone happens to be watching this bit, I severely apologise to you. I'm just being very silly, as one should be. Maybe even a little bit cringy. So, yeah, that's how it is. So, apparently, so as we get our rank up, apparently apparently the fun fact occurs. Apparently, Kill the Justice League's early access thing. Apparently, the servers had to get shut off completely because of some autocomplete bug, and it's just like, ah, you sods, you need to find these things. Oh, anyway, as we hit rank A5, we do get the Strega Omega shoes as a perk, which just means the character just gets better equipment. And yes, we indeed got the S. Because this is literally a lot of the optional stuff that we don't need to do, we end up doing because it's, well, getting for students. So for once in a while, it actually seems to be rather well done for us. Inside the Courageous, Rean heads over to Valimar.
How are you feeling, Valimar? The battle yesterday must have been pretty hard on you.
I am fine. The damage to my armor and lost mana have largely recovered. I expect to be in peak condition before our next battle.
Which will most likely be Scarlet. Based off of two things. One, just trying to remember the structure of this game in my head, and secondly, because we dealt with Falcon, one of our Liberation member outside of Crow, really we can find.
That would suggest that my memory is slowly recovering.
What's that now?
The part of me in which memories are stored appears to be damaged. I have very few memories of the past, such as why I was sealed within the old schoolhouse to begin with. This includes my memories of language. Thus far, I have had to rely on the preset bare minimum of speech functionality. However, thanks in great part to your assistance,
Yay, Valimar's becoming more human. Which then puts into the question, what is a man? But anyway.
Past are starting to return too?
it is an indistinct memory, as if clouded by white noise. I seem to recall some burdened by a great sadness, much like yourself.
So it may appear that Valimar was used by a guy that had to deal with the American Great Depression.
That obvious, huh? I look that burdened to you?
Of course you're
Someone
burdened.
died right before my eyes. I was powerless to stop them.
Calm down, Wayne. At least now you can see Thestrals.
But the more I think about
Oh,
it,
God,
the
I
more
referenced Harry
realize
Potter.
that I might
Well,
have been
anyway.
able to stop it from happening. And that regret's like a thorn stabbing into my heart. Was the
Stop
person
sounding
in
so
your
hard,
memory able to move past their burdens?
Okay, I'm not the right person to give advice,
I
honestly.
am unable to find any memories to answer that question. However, I believe that your sense of regret is an entirely natural process for humans. Is that not the case?
Yep. Tragedy of a human being's death, even if someone that you may have not necessarily been on the same times as, or even maybe someone that you even knew, can hit hard at the end of the day if you see it right in your front of you. Like, at the end of the day, the level of PTSD can occur just from that, because it's the experience of someone dying. Hell, he saw Osborn get shot in the chest. Like, that's a guy getting sniped by a guy you thought you knew. Maybe even somebody you used to know. And in that case, I have bad news for you.
You're right.
You're doomed to be a one-hit
Can't
wonder.
undo the past,
Anyway,
but I can at least make sure I don't make the same mistake a second time.
you can try.
Just considering how to do that is the best thing that I can do right now. Thanks, Valimar. I feel a little better after talking to you.
Yay!
All is well. I am afraid I must return to sleep. Should you require my aid again, you need only to call my name.
Because he is available for you, so making us cool.
I need to keep
where's
on
the
getting
bike?
stronger. Strong enough that I can protect the people around me.
Or the horses, for that matter. What the fuck? Shouldn't they be there? I guess the
Ship's
purpose of the
maintenance is probably
cutscene.
almost done now. Maybe I should take a nap or something while I wait for the others to get here. Yes, this is Rean Schwarzer speaking.
Hey there, Rean. George here.
Ah, yes. Now we're at
George,
this part.
is something wrong?
Well, I'm over at the Ruhr Institute of Technology at the moment, and an acquaintance of mine here has a pretty interesting proposal regarding your Divine Knight. How soon do you think you can come over?
George wants me to go to the institute to do with something for
It's the
Valimar.
Institute's president, actually. Professor Schmidt, the Empire's foremost orbital researcher.
I decided that it shall not be known as Orbital Knight. Damn it, Schmidt! You'll rule the day you called things Orbital something or other. I'm gonna blame him for everything that's called Orbital things, like Orbital door, Orbital window, Orbital sign. Everything's orbital now. Just look at something in life, point at it and go, that's an orbital in something here. I already gave examples before, but what about orbital glasses case? Orbital controller. Orbital glasses. This is Professor G. Smith. Definitely a bit lambasting of the Noble Alliance there a little bit. Now, Professor Smith is what I would actually call a third party. But we'll let the game explain. See, he actually was responsible for preparing the Panzerolets. You see, he agreed to help the Noble Alliance with utilising some design documents of, well, drafted design documents based off of Ordine. So, yes, the soldats are indeed, well, at least the dragons are designed around Ordine, the Assure Knight. We get to say Assure about referencing Crossbow. Damn it! I'm doing that for the drinking game purposes. I'm gonna purposely, if I want to get into alcohol, use this as a way to put myself in a hole. Anyway, as George explains, Smith does whatever he happens to have interest in. So whether it's something that the bad guys are doing or something that the good guys are doing, it doesn't matter. If he has interest in it, then it's good. If he doesn't have interest in it, then don't expect him to help. So a lot of things that we've had to deal with in the past were designed by him. End of day. Truly an actual neutral aligned character, unlike us, who, let's face it, we're not Noble Alliance aligned. We are never Noble Alliance aligned. And I know the Costa 4 people are just going to be like, actually, there's things that would mean otherwise. And it's like, no, within the Civil War, they're not a third party. They work with the Imperials all the time. We establish this every part, it feels like. But the game keeps going on about it, so at points, so it's just worth to keep doing that. Anyway, the plan of action is a new weapon for Falamar, seeing as that is something that is actually flashback of Crow talking.
One like yours. If you think you're such hot stuff you can beat me without your 8 leads training, you're in for a world of hurt.
Probably. Because let's face it. Because what any sword will do, a Tai Chi would be better. Sumerian ore. Which, you know, we had bits and pieces of some at the end of Coastal 1 that we found in the one with the Great Shadow. You could also get some from doing various other side things that took the course of the entire game to achieve, but, you know. So, in order to get a better weapon, we're going to need Sumerian ore. But where are we to find Sumerian ore? At least the quantities that we need to. So we're going to have to figure out where to get some. But we shouldn't worry too much, as we'll be heading into the part where we will start getting it. So obviously it's time to leave Roa properly now, and start our various dealings that we get up to in touring Erebonia number 3. Of course, Angelica stealing Alan's job, or is that Mo? No, it's Alan. It has to be. And of course, she just kind of takes the spot. Classing herself as second in command, a little bit of a there for me, but okay. Good news! We liberated Woa. Bad news though, they're still doing really well in the West. Mainly because of Rean and Bardias being there, so fair enough. And Rufus doing whatever it is he's up to, so it does mean that we have a lot more areas that we can do stuff within the part of Erebonia we're tasked with. And of course an update on the Valamar stuff. Cooperate is a strong word, yeah. Especially when it comes to Schmidt. And we finally get lore about gnomes! These artisans, as they were the ones that made some stuff back in the long time ago. The Hex and clan also existed at that point, so at some point supposedly they were working together and then they stopped working together. Who knows exactly what happened? Nobody needs to know at this present point, so who cares? Point is though, but Selene apparently knows where you can get enough. Well, that's news for Emma, because seriously, you'd think that talking cow would have explained more about her fucking job. But Selene is here to tell us exactly what I've been saying for probably a couple of parts now. Yes, we can indeed go further into those shrines. This is the time when we're allowed to. These are spirit shrines, so they have the specific names of like Ignis and Aqua and all that. There should be giant crystals worth of Samoria ore in them, so somewhere within its depths. So those are the places we're going to go. And I believe we need to take Emma with us in order to go into them. I will test and see that out though, because I probably won't put her in my party anyway, so up till then, because other shenanigans. Point to be made, we're in the next touring part, so of course that means we're going to get more requests from Olivert. So up on our computer screen, these are all optional quests. We don't need to do them. First things first, we have Gone Air, where an airline has been hijacked. Oh dears. But we know where it is. It's Nightingale Range. Thank you, Klein and Hebel. You've done a good job. And there are hostages. Ah, fuck. So, Klein and Hebel, they would like our help to save some people on a hijacked airline. The sweetest of challenges. Oh, Blublanc, dearest ladies and gentlemen, I have taken the liberty of calling upon you for a request of my own, unbeknownst to my worthy rival. So how are we getting this? There is a letter located indicated by the blue cross. Well, location indicated by blue. I think you'll find it well worth your while to read it. Oh, we've got something to do on the ship. And cruising for a bruising. Oliver wants us to imagine Eustace weeping for the safety of his province, and his province's people specifically, as they're chased through the streets by ravaging monsters. Surely you would not let such dire scene come to pass, would you? The battle is set, and the North Coast Highway awaits! That isn't the bear done. Get it? Because I think they decided it's a bear that's going to bring Armageddon. Yeah. On North Coast Highway 3. So the Coast Highway is that bit that we can actually get to. So Klein and Hebel, they are about doing their thing. Apparently that's something to care about more. And of course, yeah, Swan Thing. So, oh yeah, I forget who we got. Oh yeah, we got V wants to come along with us today. Whoopee! And yeah, Emma needs to come with us for the shrines. So, So while it is only temporarily, we are locked into Fee. Emma, for all the shrines, we're going to be needing her, so we'll just put her in the support bit because, you know, that's how it is. And fill the party as we normally do. Oh shit, we only have one additional support slot. Well, in comes Sarah. So yeah, if you want to do the Donair quest, then you talk to Tower. How lovely. And of course, we need to check our student information. Kenneth! He's around. He's on the Naughtier Highway. We have to go and look for him there. Margarita's recruitable. She's back over on the Sharks Dutch barrier, as we saw back in the previous part or two. No, 2 parts ago. Hugo is now available. He's in rubber, and we gotta do a side quest for him. Oh wait, no. Well, I double tapped somehow. Back to student information, because Stefan is also around. Was last sighted at the Royal Institute of Technology. So, outside of Klein and Bell, pretty much everyone's in Borough and the highway. Now, what I want to do and get the students, I'm going to switch my party up a little bit to do with the fact that I'll be needing Marcus and Milliam. But other than that, well, we've got a little thing to do. I forget which floor I should press the X button, because that will be where we'll have to go. Not floor 4, Chris is a dummy. Floor 2, Chris is now smart. No, I'm not smart. But point being, and I'm still going to head the wrong way anyway, because, yeah, the blue cross. Gee, I wonder what room that means. Why, it's the letter from Blublanc. What did he say? Oh. I am now in pain. Okay, well, I'm in pain, that's fun. Anyways, Rean took the letter, confirming that the sender was exactly who we thought, aka it was Blublanc all along. Whoopee. Fucking hell, why did that hurt? Why did drinking stuff hurt? That made no sense. Anyway. Read the letter. Because what crime could he possibly be committing? The signature card. Yeah, he's talking. I don't
I've taken the liberty of preparing an enjoyable diversion to spice up your mundane day-to-day lives a little.
Yeah. Like I say, my life has been pretty mundane. Ah, he's on voice this bit? Ah, boo! I continue to watch your radiance from afar, ever dazzled by its brilliance. That radiance is no doubt the fruit of the bonds you share with one another, bonds which, today, I wish to test. I wish to see how you act when the seeds, distrust and discord are sown among you, and I shall be watching from close by. To witness so rare and priceless an occasion, I will be stealing from you one of your beloved classmates.
I hope you'll enjoy this little experiment. I know I certainly will.
Oh my god, he's gonna do something! So Blublanc is secretly going to be killing one of them. Oh no, and then no, he's not gonna kill them. It's Falcon. Anyway, before Rean gets to warn anyone, the lights go out!
Let the game begin. Dance for me a beautiful dance.
I'm giving a dance, it's probably not that beautiful. Blublanc is a menace to society, we can say that without a bated breath. Without any qualifications to it, I would argue more so in my wording. So, Rean calls for an emergency meeting because there's an imposter among them. Yeah, pardon me. So it would appear everyone is here. Marcus proposes the idea that maybe Blublanc didn't actually steal anyone. This is just mind games. And it's Blublanc. He would. So... George happened to have found a card in the Opal factory after the lights came back on. And so, the theft has been conducted successfully. Oh no! I am now among your number. He's among us. Anyway. So that means, unfortunately, we're dealing with a bit of an imposter situation. Anyways, having established that, allow me to lay down the rules for our little game. Rean Schwarzer, you shall take up the mantle of detective. Your mystery is to discover whom among you I have replaced. There's a detective involved. That means there's actually trouble in Terrace Town. Meaning if I was Rean, let's just say, oh, we're all in a localized location. I have a grenade launcher. Thank you, modding community. It would get the terrorist. Well, no, the traitor. It would get the traitor. Like, come on, guys. It's a strategy. What do you mean? It means I'll be doing less damage next round. No. Anyway, to make things a little more interesting, I will allow Sylphie to aid you as your assistant. Meaning Rean and Fee are fine. This lowers the number. Naturally, I have not taken the place of detective or assistant. And not of your tutor either, meaning it ain't Sarah. I have assumed the identity of another Class 7 member, which means it is any of the Class 7 members that are not Sarah, obviously, or Fee, or Rean. And anyone else who isn't Class 7 aren't involved in this at all. Forward to your struggles to discover which one. Here's to your success. Sure hope you didn't choose Emma. Wouldn't you be able to tell? But yes, Dice is correct. 8 people. 8 people are the potential answer. Miriam finds this fun until she's the one being voted on. Let's just hope no one saw Miriam first, because otherwise it would suddenly not be fun. Oh, and there are 2 rules in the interest of a fair and enjoyable game. Rule number 1. The questions must concern events that happened after you went your separate ways from the bridge. This allows for Blublanc to, understandably, have a way of being able to blend in more. Because, you know, things that happened before then or about personal information I could not possibly know is strictly forbidden. This makes sense, because otherwise it's like, so guys, when's your birthdays? And Blublanc will be like, fuck. The 8th of... 7th? Wrong! The 7th of the 8th! Get them! And rule number 2! You may not consult with anyone outside of Class 7. That includes the Purple Lightning. This means that it is solely up to Rean and Fee to figure this out for themselves by, well, asking everyone, where were you when Blublanc came around a dark corner and started doing horrible, horrible things to one of you and to one of us, and proceeded to disguise themselves as, so that we would be none the wiser. Should either of these rules get violated, then the guarantees of the safety of the missing member cannot be guaranteed. So, and we know enough about Blublanc to know that, let's face it, he's probably being serious. So anyway, yeah, hold on, I've got a call. Yeah, so we're dealing with a murder case right now, and... uh-oh. So we're tempting fate. Yay, Celine's in the off-limits camp. No, I guess that means all you fuckers can disapparate. So it's quite simple. Rean and Fee will just need to ask a permanent question that would allow that they can ask, and hope that they reveal something that means that they can, you know. So, it's a, it would be a very easy thing if there was stuff outside of after they left the bridge. So it's just more of a precaution thing so that Blublanc can actually do his job. Lots of suspicions get to occur. Great, our detectives are shit. No, it's not a violation of the rules. Fee is correct. Giving a pat down might mean someone might be, whoever Blublanc is, he could like secretly holding a dagger waiting for them to be idiotic and then just go stab. Haha, this player is just to kill a different one. Whoosh. And refill himself and then go running off. The girl, at least two of the girls, because the little and narrow are the two that are a bit, to this, obviously they went for the mind in the gutter approach, thinking Rean would have to do the pat down. We know as to why that would be bad. But Fee obviously can do the girls, Rean can do the boys. I haven't said it the other way around, so that would be weird. Eustace throws accusation at Marcus and has already voted for him. Marcus, same, voted for Eustace. Most likely at this point. However, unfortunately for them, that just means that there's wasted votes and the imposter gets to do more. Nah, obviously. Enough of the Among Us stuff, obviously. Because, yeah. The sidetracking aside, yeah. The pat downs achieve something. AKA nothing. Other than, yay, we get the old touchy feeling with people. Woo. No, obviously. Yeah, obviously the best thing to do is to ask what happened after we leave the bridge. Like, that's the thing you should do first. Bit weird that we didn't just do that. So, Elliot, what were you up to? Off to the factory with Marcus, and then after that, hopped on the elevator and left. Headed to the arts training room, and that was it. So factory, and then testing staff after getting some adjustments there. Marcus, now this is the point. Now can Marcus verify the bit with Elliot? Well, we've got a nice lead there. Let's ask Marcus. What were you up to? Stopped by the factory area. Okay, so that part's holded. Both of them said the same, but of course, Elliot left first, and then about half an hour later, went to the game room, ran into Eustace, and played billiards. And that's what they were doing before the lights went out. Oh, you're such good friends. No one knows. Fuck you. How dare you think we'd be friends? Anyways, obviously that means we should ask Eustace. Eustace, what were you up to? Close combat training room, sparred with Gaius. Yeah, we'll be asking Gaius then. After that. And of course, went to the game room. And then after that, Marcus enters, and they do what they do. Which does add up with Marcus' testimony. His alibi is locked quite tight. But due to how the lights went out thing, it doesn't, the alibis don't actually hold anything other than just, we're looking for the inconsistencies, the bits that don't make sense. So anyway, Gaius, you were in the close combat room with Eustace, so... And then he got off at the 3rd floor, straight out to the front deck. So now we need to ask the girls. Alyssa! What were you up to? Hanging around with Milliam. Okay. 3rd floor. Yeah. Milliam fucked off, and then Alfred passed by and invited Alyssa into the royal room. Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't ask Alfin about that because she can't be involved in this. So, that's unfortunate. We can't verify that as easily. We can verify the bit with Miriam by asking Miriam, though. But that's still on the list. Laura, what were you up to? Remain behind the bridge, observing the crew at work. Ah. Well, that's hard to verify if that's where she was. That's unfortunate. What was Emma up to? Emma was with Fee the entire time. Fee is able to verify that. Choose someone who has an airtight alibi like Emma. That's an option. So, yeah, they went to the reference room. And then to the kitchen. And Fee is able to verify that. Good on Fee. And Miriam, what were you up to? Verifies that yes, she was hanging out with Alyssa on the 3rd floor, and then after that, remembered her bear. Oh right, okay, so she still grabs the bear anyway, even if you don't do it. Yeah, fun fact, she grabs it with Rean if you choose to hang out with her, so that's what she does. Well, good to know that happens to be the place. And then she goes to the nap room and puts the bear there. Thank you, Miriam. So, outside of a few times when it's like, could they have been where they said they were? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because Blublanc took them when the lights went out. Whether anyone was in the same room or not, we don't know. Fee makes a good point. What did you see anyone else? Fee is a good assistant. So now we got to ask people again. Elliot, who did you potentially see on your journey besides Marcus, of course? Past Eustace and Gaius. And Eustace uses this opportunity to say that he saw none other than Elliot and those already specified. And Gaius chimes in, saying Alyssa sitting alone, so this would have been after Miriam left. That gets a few people out of the way. Yippee! So those people now don't need to be tortured. Well, we can still torture Alyssa, but Gaius and Eustace, they're down with. Muckius! You haven't spot anyone else? Noticed Emma and Fee while he was entering the game room. So, when they were entering the kitchen. They didn't sense him. That's suspicious. So, Emma, you went to the reference room in the kitchen. Did you see anyone else? There was a kitchen and saw Eustace enter the game room. Didn't see anyone else. Wolverine is throwing hard sus there. Let's face this fact. That's not much grounds for anything else. Now, Alyssa, we actually saw... We already heard that she did see Gaius pass through. So, that's really it. There was nothing else. Laura, I wouldn't have seen anyone. So, there's no point really talking to her after that point. And then Miriam went to the nap room and didn't see anyone. So yeah, it's really a case of, now here's the line of logic that is going to fulfill our answer. There's no way for Emma and Fee to have been seen by Marcus if what Emma says is true and they saw Eustace enter, because then there's a half-hour gap where there wouldn't have been a chance to. Yeah, and Laura was on her own, because, yeah. Again, on the second floor. 5 minutes after Elliot left, finished business, went to the game room. which would match to what Eustace said. Can't remember the exact time they were in there though, but as they left and were on the way to the kitchen, they saw Eustace heading into the game room, which gives us that inconsistency of half an hour, which means only 2 options are available: Emma or Marcus. It's solely just those 2. It's the sole inconsistency. So, it is none other than Rean, obviously. It is Fanfic B, there's all just some fun and games to toy with everyone. No, it's Marcus. Because it does ruin Emma's testimony. The testimony is, that bit is what's at odd, meaning it has to be one of the 2. There's no way it took them half an hour to get down the floor, along the floor. Oh, I messed up me. No, I messed up me organising. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, there's no way Marcus could have seen MMV when he claims he did. There, boy. Marcus is the imposter. Throw him out. Because Fee happens to be involved, it does mean that. Indubitably, my dear Fee. I want to get enough followers. So subscribers where I can do like fan votes for like specific games, and I'd be like, yes, please, these games. I love these games or something.
A fine deduction, if I say so myself. You are correct. I am Phantom Thief B.
Ah! No, it can't be. Well, it's a shame Marcus was Phantom Thief B all along. I guess that means the Down Pipe member again. Oh well, anyway. The narrow storehouse. So the storeroom.
Ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to meeting you again on a new stage one day.
Bye, Blublanc. We'll see you later. At least he didn't make it all hard and stuff, goes Milliam. Anyways, later in the storeroom, why, Marcus, you had a nice time in here, didn't you? You look a bit tied up. Oh, got to get a bit. Well, I'm becoming a ghost type. I'm walking and then tiny, said Marcus calmly. Of course, Phantom B has managed to scalper off the ship because he's all aboard, meaning he can teleport. So the sweetest of challenges has been achieved, and we get the Phantom Thief cape as a farewell gift. And AP increased by 2 because we successfully deduced that it was Marcus from the word go. Okay, time to sort my party out a little bit how I do. I come from here, I have to go and talk to Tower. So since we know the exact coordinates, when it comes to it, you know, yeah. Tower wants Crow back, but obviously that requires working on getting him back. So, our new destinations. Of course, if we want to go and do the side quest in the Isengard range. We can fly there when we want to start it. And of course, Rua and the various routes along that are now all available. So just a little fun thing to see there. And now we can fly to the spirit shrines. So the Ignis Shrine, the Aria Shrine, the Terror Shrine, and the Aqua Shrine. And the main story will advance upon completion of any one of these.
Where do you want to go?
So now we have more of a clear objective from the word go. Quite nice actually. However, we'll be sticking around Rua when we go to recruit all the students, unfortunately for us, and I am going to organise my party so that we actually have certain members before recruiting certain students. But I'm going to throw in the hat and say this is it for this part. We're saving the game here so that it's all safe and all that. And yeah, this is it for this part. Part 19 in the books. For those on Twitch, really the only thing you can do is follow to get notified whether or not I'm having to be streaming. I don't have a clear schedule, I just happen to stream on days when I feel like streaming. Depending on the time, it will depend on how much the sleep schedule is. That's just how it is and how it will always be for the time being. For those on YouTube, like, subscribe, share, all the things you can do. Comment, give me feedback. Am I doing something correctly? Am I doing something so horribly wrong? You'll comment something like, "Die, your opinions suck, stop rambling on, your nose is stupid, that's it, I'm leaving, I don't want to see another British person on this bloody platform, I'm going now, good day, gentlemen." Then you can. If you also want to suck me off in the comments, then you can as well. I could phrase that differently, but no. It's all metaphoric after all, because, well, I don't have a joke. I may have a joke one day, but it might be very inappropriate. So who knows? Until next time, I'm going to stop saying white. This has been Trails Console 2 for this 19th part. See you all next time. Bye bye.